All right, so you're aiming for that logistics manager position. Well, today we're going to take a deep dive into how to build a standout resume.
Ooh, sounds exciting.
It is. And get this, we've got a super helpful guide to break it all down, plus a real-life sample resume from this logistics pro named Amelia Miller.
Kind of like having a cheat sheet and a model answer all in one.
Exactly. Now, what's interesting is this guide points out that resumes for logistics manager roles,
They have their own quirks, don't they?
they totally do. It's not just about listing tasks. You've got to translate all those complex supply chain achievements into something anyone can grasp.
Right, like in seconds when a recruiter is skimming through.
Right. It's like condensing this whole symphony of logistics into a tight little melody that really packs a punch.
Love that analogy. And the guide emphasizes how recruiters really want to see impact.
Not just a laundry list of what you did.
Exactly. They want to see how you made a real difference. And this is where those applicant tracking systems, or ATS, come in.
Ah, yeah, those things.
They're basically like algorithms. They scan your resume for keywords and skills.
So they're like the gatekeepers to human eyes.
Exactly, they are. So you're almost writing for two audiences.
Humans and robots.
Yeah,
Sounds tricky.
it can be. But the guide gives some cool tips on how to navigate this.
Okay, good.
Like, for example, using the right keywords in your resume header.
Ah, so that's like your headline.
Exactly. It's the first impression for the ATS.
Yeah.
Then there's the different resume formats.
Okay, yeah, the guide mentioned those. Reverse chronological, functional, and hybrid. How do you pick the right one?
Well, if your career's been pretty straightforward and your experience aligns perfectly with the job, reverse chronological is usually the way to go. It lays it all out in a timeline, starting with your most recent role.
Okay, makes sense. But what if, like, you've had some career jumps or you want to highlight skills over a straight timeline?
That's where those other formats shine. Functional focuses more on your skills and achievements, less on the timeline.
So it's good for showing off transferable skills if you're switching careers or have gaps.
Exactly. And then there's hybrid, which blends both approaches.
Okay, so basically pick the format that tells your unique story the best and shows off your strengths for this particular role.
That's the key. And speaking of stories, let's get to the meat of it.
All right, let's do it.
The essential sections every logistics manager resume needs.
Like the must-haves.
Yeah, so we've got your header, a strong summary or objective, the experience sections, skills, education, and certifications.
All right, so it's kind of like building a house. You need all the key elements.
I like that. And just like with houses, details matter,
They always do.
especially in the skills section. Both hard skills and soft skills gotta be there.
Okay, so hard skills, those are the technical job-specific ones.
Yeah, like supply chain operations, optimization, logistics, software, all that jazz.
Right, got it. But why are soft skills so important in logistics?
Soft skills are all about how you work with people, how you solve problems, how you manage the chaos.
Okay, yeah, that's crucial in any field, really.
It is. And in logistics, think leadership, communication, analytical thinking. Those are gold.
So it's like, you know how to read a map, but can you actually navigate the terrain?
Perfect analogy. You need both to really succeed.
Makes total sense. So recruiters are looking for that combo of tech skills and people skills.
Right. They want to see that you can lead a team and get stuff done.
And that brings us to Amelia Miller's resume.
Oh, yeah. Hers is a fantastic example. She nails both hard and soft skills.
It really is. And one thing that stands out to me is her experience section. She doesn't just list duties, she actually quantifies her achievements.
Oh, I love that about her resume. It's so much more compelling than just saying, oh, yeah, I did this and that.
Right, it's like instead of just saying improved efficiency,
Mm.
she gives specific examples with numbers.
Yeah.
Like at Global Logistics Solutions, she highlights a 25% increase in efficiency through like process improvements and training programs.
It's like she's saying, here's the problem, here's what I did, and here's the measurable result.
Yeah, so powerful, way better than just a vague description. And this attention to detail is everywhere in her resume.
It is. Like, at Efficient Distribution Company, she spearheaded this whole integration of RFID tracking.
Oh, wow.
And it led to a massive reduction in lost items, something like 50,000 units saved annually.
Okay, that's a huge.
Right. And it's not just about throwing numbers around.
Right.
She's strategically using them to show her understanding of KPIs.
Key performance indicators.
Exactly. Those are crucial in logistics.
So she's speaking their language.
She is. And recruiters, they eat that up.
Absolutely. What other gems can we find in Amelia's resume?
Well, her time at Swift Shipping Enterprises, it really highlights her strategic thinking and ability to optimize processes.
Right.
She redesigned their whole freight scheduling system.
That's a big deal.
It is. And the result? a 20% boost in overall logistics efficiency.
So she's basically a logistics wizard, turning inefficiencies into streamlined success.
I like it. And it's not just about the numbers. She uses these strong action verbs to describe her accomplishment.
Oh, yeah, I noticed that. Words like oversaw, managed, led, drove. It creates this picture of someone who takes charge.
Exactly. So she's combining quantifiable results with this action-oriented language.
And it creates this narrative, right?
It does. It shows her impact and leadership skills.
It's like she's telling a story with her resume.
A story of logistics mastery. And it's a great reminder that a resume isn't just a list of facts.
It's an opportunity to, like, showcase your potential.
Exactly. It should engage recruiters and leave a lasting impression.
It's your chance to shine.
It really is. It really is. And, speaking of leaving an impression, certifications can be super powerful.
Oh, yeah, those are important.
Like Amelia, she doesn't just list hers, she actually puts her CLTD certification right in her resume headline.
Oh, wow, that's bold.
It is, but think about it. It catches the recruiter's eye right away.
Especially if they're looking for that specific expertise.
Exactly. It's like a signal flare. Now, hard skills and certifications are great,
Essentially, yeah.
but we can't forget about those soft skills.
Right, those interpersonal skills that can make or break a good leader.
Exactly. So how does Amelia demonstrate those on her resume?
That's a good question.
Well, she weaves them right into her experience descriptions.
Okay.
It's like when she talks about her work at Global Logistics Solutions, she mentions setting up training programs.
Showing leadership and mentoring skills.
Right. It's not just saying I'm a leader, it's showing it.
Evidence, not just claims.
Exactly. And when she describes that RFID project at Efficient Distribution Co.,
Yeah.
she emphasizes how she collaborated with all these different teams to get it done.
So teamwork and communication.
Subtle, but effective. It shows how those soft skills contribute to success.
That's really smart.
It is, and something our listener can totally do on their own resume. Now, let's move on to another key element, the resume summary or objective.
Oh, yeah, that's the opening statement, right? Yeah.
It is. It sets the stage.
And I remember the guide mentioned a difference between a summary and an objective.
Right. So a summary, that's for more experienced professionals.
Okay.
To highlight key achievements and skills.
Like a quick elevator pitch of your value.
Exactly. And an objective, that's more for folks with less experience or those changing careers.
Got it. So it's tailored to your background.
Exactly. An objective outlines your goals and how your skills fit the company's needs.
So it's showing your enthusiasm and potential.
Right. So it's all about matching that opening statement to where you are in your career.
Makes sense.
Huh.
Any tips for crafting a compelling summary or objective specifically for a logistics manager role?
Absolutely. For a summary, focus on those achievements that scream leadership, strategic thinking, impact on past companies. You could say something like, experienced logistics manager with a proven track record of optimizing supply chain operations and exceeding performance targets, expertise in leading cross-functional teams and driving strategic initiatives to enhance efficiency and profitability.
Wow, that's a mouthful, but in a good way.
Right. Packs a punch. Now, for an objective, someone with less experience could say, highly motivated and detail-oriented recent graduate with a bachelor's degree in supply chain management, seeking an entry-level logistics coordinator position to leverage analytical and problem-solving skills in streamlining logistics processes and contributing to operational excellence.
Okay, so it highlights their skills, but also their eagerness to learn and contribute.
Exactly. Even with less experience, you're positioning yourself as an asset.
I like it.
Now, we've covered the essentials of a strong logistics manager resume.
About core components, yeah.
But the guide suggests going a step further.
Oh, you mean adding those extra sections? Like books or languages?
Those, and website link passions even.
I was curious about those.
They add some personality, some depth to the resume.
It's like showing you're not just a robot.
Yeah.
You have interests outside of work.
Exactly. And it can help you connect with recruiters on a more personal level.
Especially if you have shared interests.
Right. Now, Amelia, she includes supply chain innovations and mentoring emerging leaders as her passions.
Oh, I love that. It shows she's committed to the field and wants to help others grow.
It's subtle but effective. It shows leadership qualities and genuine enthusiasm.
It's like she's saying, I'm not just looking for a job, I'm looking to make a difference.
Exactly. And that resonates with recruiters who are looking for passionate people, people who are invested in the company's growth.
People who are in it for the long haul.
Right. So we've covered a lot of ground here. from the summary or objective to showcasing both hard and soft skills, even adding those personal touches.
It's clear a resume is more than just a list of jobs you've had.
It's a strategic tool
It tells your story, highlights your value,
and positions you as the ideal candidate.
like building a bridge between your skills and what the employer needs.
Love that. And remember, just like with a bridge, that foundation has to be strong. So let's do a quick recap for our listener before we wrap up.
Sounds good. I'm ready for the key takeaways.
All right, so let's recap. Remember that first step, choosing the right format for your resume?
Reverse chronological, functional, or that hybrid one. Yeah, sets the tone for the whole thing.
It does. It's like picking the right style to tell your career story. And then, of course, the content itself. Got it clear, concise.
And tailored for both humans and those ATS bots, right?
Exactly. Those ATS, they can be a bit tricky. So those tips from the guide about keywords and formatting,
Super valuable.
it really is like learning a secret language to get your resume noticed.
Yeah, like a secret handshake to get past the bouncer and into the job market VIP section.
I love it. And once you're in, you got to dazzle them with your experience and skills.
Time to shine.
Exactly. And remember, quantifying those achievements. Don't just say you improved efficiency, show them the numbers. Percentages, dollar amounts, make it real.
Proof, not just promises.
Exactly. Like saying you're a great chef is one thing, but having a 5-star restaurant review to back it up, that's convincing.
Way more impact.
And of course, don't forget those hard and soft skills. Gotta have both. That balance of technical know-how and people skills, that's what makes a truly effective leader.
Brains and charm, the winning combo.
Especially in logistics, where you're dealing with complex systems and teams of people.
Right, you need both to navigate it all successfully. And those personal touches, those extra sections.
Oh, yes. Those can really make a difference. Adding books, languages, or even passions, they might seem small, but...
They add personality, make you stand out. Like those finishing touches on a painting.
Exactly. It shows you're a well-rounded person, not just a collection of job titles.
And I loved how Amelia did that on her resume, highlighting her passion for supply chain innovations and mentoring.
It shows a commitment to the field, a desire to contribute.
And I bet recruiters pick up on that enthusiasm.
They do. It's like a magnet. It shows you're not just looking for any job, you're looking for the right fit.
So, big picture. What's the one key takeaway for our listener who's ready to build that awesome logistics manager resume?
Remember, your resume, it's more than just a document. It's your professional story. So make it compelling. Show your passion. Let your skills shine through.
Write your own logistics legend.
I love that. A story of efficiency, optimization, leadership, and a dash of personality.
Because at the end of the day, you want your resume to leave those recruiters wanting more.
Exactly. Make them eager to meet you and hear your story in person, because that's the ultimate goal, right?
To land that interview and wow them with your expertise.
Absolutely.
Well, we've given you the tools and the insights to make that happen. Now it's your turn to craft a resume that truly reflects your talents.
Good luck on your journey. We're confident you'll navigate the job market with the same skill you bring to the world of logistics.
And that's a wrap for this deep dive. We hope you found it helpful and inspiring. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep reaching for those career goals.